Hey everybody, it's Dana with CoachDanaInspires.com, and we are Business Inspirations. And today I have a special guest, Deb Brown, and she is the principal, the founder, the owner. The reason she exists is her company is Touch Your Client's Heart. What a name of a business, and we are super excited to have you here today, Deb. And I just think it's really important that your message today is really going to reach people and I think change some people's ideas of what we're doing in this day and age of fun and exciting COVID. So let's jump into this. So how are you doing? How's your family? How's your biz?
Our family has been healthy, no problems. I even have kids who are working fast food and going out into that environment every day, wearing their masks, and we have not seen COVID in our family. We're very thankful for that. And business is good too. I think everybody's had to make some shifts and change some ways that they may be doing things, but business still moves forward.
Super. God, that's really great. Yeah. And Guy, your family's out there in the midst of it. So thank you for tell them thank you for being on the front lines of all of us crazy people who still think we need to go out and get things. Because we do. It's
Gotta get your
important.
Chick-fil-A.
Okay, that is one place we like to go. Absolutely. Love those chickens. Deb, what do you see the business climate now and moving forward? I kind of see this COVID situation as, when we first started, back in March-ish, we all sort of thought, oh, 2 months and everything will be back to normal. And we've come to a place where, this is going to be for the long haul. And I don't really like the term new normal. I sort of like the new reality because I'm not sure what normal was for you or for me. It's all different. So how do you see the business climate right now and moving forward? What do you think we ought to be looking for and doing?
Well, I think it's given all of us, whether in business or personal life, kind of a chance to reset and reevaluate and think, what am I doing? What are the most important things that I'm doing? And what do I want to do moving forward? And, there are some things that maybe were keeping us busy as business owners that we felt we had to do, that now we're realizing, I can live without that. Maybe cutting back on meetings. Maybe we don't have to do as much networking. We don't have to do as much in person, and we can still find a different reality that will actually serve us better. So I think it's a great chance for everyone to reevaluate, what fits and what doesn't.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, absolutely. And I think I love traveling. I don't care. And if I were going to do a keynote in a different city, I would always get there the day before so that I can kind of check out the city. I don't like to be one of those fly in, keynote, fly out. I kind of like to get the lay of the land, and I miss that terribly. But I think you're right. There are a lot of things that I think we were all doing that really wasn't necessary, and we are seeing that now. And eventually, I hope we can get back to a little bit of travel, please.
That would be nice.
Yeah, it would be very nice for a lot of reasons.
Yes.
So what do you think, we as entrepreneurs and business owners, what could we be doing now that would change things up a bit for us?
Well, I think really when we boil it down, there are certain things, I'm not thinking of the right word, things that we have of value in our business that we can take with us no matter what happens. And one of those things is the relationships that we form. So even if COVID shuts down and we don't see anybody in person, we still have the relationships, and those are the people that are going to help us move forward in our business. Those are the people that are going to send us referrals. Those are the people that are buying from us, and it's based on the relationship that we built with them. And that doesn't go away even if there's a virus out there.
Right, exactly, exactly. And I think that's a good reminder for us because I think a lot of times we think everything is so different and relationships should be the good strong ones should be just as strong as ever, and
Yeah.
maybe even stronger during this. So what's the difference? You talk about relationship and you talk about relationship marketing. So what's the difference between marketing and relationship marketing? What do you want to explain to us?
So marketing are all the things that we kind of throw out there. Sometimes we're just throwing them against the wall and we're hoping the right person is going to see them. It might be as, big as a billboard kind of advertisement or something you put in the newspaper, which, nowadays most small business owners aren't doing that kind of advertising. But it might also be Facebook ads, writing the blog posts, putting out the social media posts. We're throwing it out there, we're making our presence known, and hopefully it hits the right person and comes back to us. And there's a place for that marketing, and it is important to have an online presence. But relationship marketing is where we really focus our efforts on specific people we have a relationship with, because we want to build that relationship further. And it may not be so much of a strong ask in this kind of marketing where it's like, hey there, my favorite referral partner, Dana, will you give me a referral today because I need more business? But it's about building the relationship. It's about, Dana, how are you doing? Let me share a little bit about what I've been up to. Let me hear what you've been up to, and doing the things that build a relationship over time.
Yeah, so really connecting first
Yes.
on a personal basis, uh,
Hmm.
before going for the sale, and maybe even not even going for the sale every call. I mean,
Right.
you could actually call and just talk to people.
Right. Wow. What a concept.
Okay, so that means not necessarily a text and not necessarily an email. You could actually pick up the phone and call or Zoom
Right.
with someone.
You actually could. Yeah. And there's actually a number of ways to outreach. And for some people, text is the best way. So, if you know your relationships and you know that text is a great way to reach that person, then definitely do it. If it's an instant message on Facebook or LinkedIn, then use that. But yeah, use all your resources. And if it's a relationship like a prospect that you're following up with, well, yeah, you definitely want to ask for the sale. That's the whole point of follow up. But if it's a relationship like a past client that you just want to stay in touch with, so they remember you and refer you, or a referral partner that maybe is never going to buy from you, those kind of relationships, you want to approach them a little bit differently. You don't want to be asking for the sale, or you just become kind of that annoying salesperson that's breathing down their back, and you don't care about anything but making money, and that's not what you want to come across as.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. So, how can you make this relationship marketing really feel authentic and sincere rather than every time you call you're plugging, your business, or you're poking them for another referral? How do we make that really that sincere, even though we know every touch is uh, marketing, but how do we make that a sincere touch and not necessarily, a slimy touch?
Yeah. Well, I think, it's about connection first. And so you're looking at how can I connect with them and looking for ways that you can serve and help that other person. And it may not even be so much of a one-on-one interaction like a phone call, text, or a Zoom call. But I also like to do things using snail mail, where you can send the same thing to 20, 30, 40 people. And I like to compare it to the holiday letter that you send out personally. You give a little update about what's going on, and you might ask about them, but you're not asking for anything in return. But there's that law of reciprocity where because you're doing nice things and sending them a little card, sending them a little something, letting them know about you, then they want to do something nice for you. They want to do something nice back, as long as your intention is really just to give, no strings attached. But when you do that over and over again, just giving, I just care about you and thinking of you, then it all comes back to you.
Absolutely. I love that. I love that. I think, your Christmas letter analogy is perfect. Just don't make the Christmas letter too long, 'cause
Right.
then people don't read it. And
Yeah.
I found that, when I read Facebook, which I occasionally do, I have of that demographic where I do look at Facebook, and if the post is too long, I just scroll by it, unless it's someone that I am so
Yeah.
closely connected to. I just go, I'm sorry, that's longer than 4 lines. I will not read this. If it has a cute puppy or a pony or a monkey doing something,
Yeah.
then I really scroll by it. I like the picture. I don't care what you're saying about it.
Right.
But honestly, yeah, and I the same thing happens to me when I get a Christmas card with a Christmas letter. If it's too
Mhm.
long, I don't mean to be rude, but I'm like, okay, give it to my husband. If there's something interesting, let me know.
Yeah.
So I think the same thing goes with this reaching out with a snail mail, as you say, and
Mhm.
as long as it's short but sincere, that's what you're talking about. Just something.
Yeah. Yeah, and friendly, and just like, if you can put a little element of surprise or delight in there, then I think that's great too. I actually just thought that I have something that I received in the mail. So this is not my idea at all. But this is from my publisher, who is also your publisher. So you may have received a similar thing. And so he just wrote this little letter about, I can see clearly now, about 2020 eyesight and the year 2020, and he included some little lens cleaning cloths.
Cute.
And just, and he did put a little blurb in there about, what he's been doing, and said, what referrals are you looking for? So that made it about me, and included his email address. But it was just a cute, short little letter, and it was clever, and that's relationship marketing. That's what it is.
Yeah, well, that's perfect too. And just to include those 2 little eyeglass
Right.
cleaner, that's so clever. I love that. And we do have a fabulous publisher, don't we? Yeah. Yeah. I think his name, what's that guy's name? Henry DeVries, Indie Books International. Oh, we just plugged Henry. Thank you
Oh,
very
Henry.
much. Oh, Henry.
Oh, Henry.
Oh, Henry. Yeah, there you go. Oh, poor Henry. He must have gotten that a lot. Oh, dear. So
He should be sending us the candy bars. Come on,
that's
right?
okay.
Great marketing idea.
We're gonna, yeah. Next time we all get together, I want Henry's on my desk.
There we go.
Poor guy. Anyway, back to this. So when we're talking about relationship marketing, and you've got these great ideas, I've taken notes, which is fabulous information. I really appreciate this. What's the one thing that we can do today? Just start right now. What can we do to start this relationship building in our marketing?
Yeah. Well, I would say one thing that everybody could do today is just write a quick thank you note. There's someone in your business that you need to thank, whether it's a prospect that just said yes to you, whether it's a client you've had for a long time and you just appreciate them, or it's a referral partner that sent you a referral. It really, I think we get overwhelmed because you got to find the thank you note, you got to find the stamp, you got to find the address, you got to think about what to say. 3 sentences, people. It doesn't have to be long. Thank you for fill in the blank. I really appreciate something specific about your relationship or about what it is. And, let me know how I can serve you in the future. Boom, it's done. Quick, easy. It'll take you 5 minutes, but when that person gets a note in the mail, it will make a huge impact on them.
Absolutely. I really like that. A thank you note. And I don't know about you, but with everything, so much being electronic, and we get this information, pictures of family. We don't get pictures of family in the mail anymore. We used to, but we were
Right.
always excited. Oh, look, and that was when we used to go and get them processed. There's some youngins on here that have no idea what
Right.
film and a camera. Google it. And remember when we like you take one picture, okay, don't waste the film. Don't waste the
Right,
film.
right.
And
And then you get
uh,
them back and they all turned out bad.
oh yeah, and everybody has their eyes shut. But my sister just sent me some pictures
Mm,
just like a month ago, and it was so fun. I was so excited that I got a letter, and that
yeah,
there was something in it. It was like Christmas in July, literally. I was so excited.
exactly.
And there is something about getting something other than a bill or a
Hmm.
statement or whatever, or junk. um,
And you recognize that, like you can tell the difference between the bills, the statements, the junk mail, and oh wait, this is a card. There are some
right.
elements that key you in, and that is the first piece of mail that you opened, wasn't it, Dana?
Yeah, absolutely,
And so
absolutely.
that's what you want to be for your relationships in business. You want to be the first piece of mail that they want to open.
Oh, I really like that. I like that a lot. And it's not that hard, and you don't need to spend a lot of time picking out cards, I don't think. And
No.
I mean, you can get a pack of
Hmm.
cards, as long as it just says, maybe just thank you or a pretty
Yeah.
picture,
Yeah.
or yeah. I have a stack of postcards that are beautiful, but I got them because they're beautiful, and I'm like, who am I going to send these to? But a postcard would be
Yeah.
just as lovely, to get in the mail as an
And
envelope.
fun fact about a postcard, it has 100% open rate. I dare you to get that on your email.
Bing, absolutely. Wait a minute, I'm writing that down. 100% open rate, and that's so funny and so true.
Yeah.
I think that's so funny, that because a lot of people might go, oh, that's from Dana. Oh, it's probably asking me for something. I'll get that later. But if it's a postcard, it's like, well, that's kind of a cool picture. Boop. Well, you're already reading it, so you might as
There
well
you
read
go.
it. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Yeah, that is so good. Thank you, Deb. That is, yeah, I'm writing this down because I'm going to use that one. Okay. And Deb, did you write a book? You did write a book. We
Yes,
did talk
I
about
did.
Henry. Do you happen to
Yeah,
have one handy to show us?
there it is.
Yeah, you're
Lifelong loyal
loyal.
clients, how smart professionals turn relationships into revenues.
I love that. That is great. Absolutely great. And a lot of this information that you gave us today and is in there, but
Yeah.
you've beefed it up in the book clearly, because it's
Well,
longer
yeah.
than a
I
30
don't have
minute.
time to tell you everything in this 15, 20 minutes, but
Well, why not? Talk
I know.
fast.
We'll have to make it longer. We can be here all day, right, Dana?
We could. I'm not sure about our viewers, but we could be here all day. Absolutely. Talking about relationships, because I think relationships are so important, and I think now, especially more than ever, since we can't go see so
Hmm.
many people, we can't touch them, and be there. I think
Yeah,
it's so much more important.
it is.
Yeah, yeah, wow, that's great. Well, I want to show folks your contact information, and so if they have questions about your relationship marketing, come on, baby, come on, there you go. Ooh, I love it when it works, technology. So here's Deb Brown's information. Um, you can email her. This is her website. And funny, it goes right along with the title of your book, lifelongloyalclients.com. Super. This is Deb's phone number. And Deb, we're going to wrap up in just a second. So do you have one little nugget that you'd like to toss out to us just before we leave?
Yes. If you don't remember them, they won't remember you.
Ooh.
So if you're thinking that prospect isn't calling you back, that referral partner hasn't sent you a referral, why aren't they? If you don't remember them, they won't remember you. So
Man,
you just have to be the one taking the first step to remember them, and then you're top of mind.
I think that's wonderful. I think that is really, really great. Absolutely. And I think the other thing is we both know Mark LeBlanc, and
Mm-hmm.
he made the comment or the observation that the fact that you offered your services to someone one day and they said no, that doesn't mean no forever. So if
Right.
you reach out to them again, it might be the right time for them, or
Mm-hmm.
you might be offering them something different, and
Yeah.
that would be right for them. So no doesn't mean put them in the forget me file.
Mm-hmm.
No means just reach out and say hello.
And just because it wasn't right for them doesn't mean by building a relationship they might not have people to refer to you, that it's somebody else they know. Um, so yeah,
Exactly.
just keep the lines open. Keep in front of people. Stay friendly. Keep the relationship
Absolutely.
going.
Absolutely. I love it. Deb, thank you so much for sharing. Thank you for being here and just being open and giving some great information to people that, I think we don't think about relationships when we think about marketing. Marketing is just getting out there and making that sale. And I think what you've told us today is that it's so much more. It's so much, it's more than that sale.
Yeah.
It's
And when
it's
you have a strong relationships in your business, that'll keep you going through COVID or through anything else, because those people will look out for you. They'll have your back.
absolutely. Wow. Well, Deb, I want to thank you so much. I really appreciate your time and your information, and we just look forward to maybe we'll circle back around in a month or so and get some more great information from you, because I know we could be talking about relationship marketing a lot more than just our short little time together right now. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, and keep your family safe. Be safe. And everybody out there, thanks for being here. Business Inspiration, Dana with CoachDanaInspires.com. We'll see you next Tuesday, same time on Facebook. Have a great day, everybody. Be safe.
Thanks for having me, Dana. Bye-bye.
You bet. Thank you.